Hi there, everybody. Aloha. Ameera Atlantis here. I thought that I would jump in today and give you all a little bit of an energy update. So today is 3/21/2023, and it is a 13 day. So not only is this a day, and we're right on the heels of the equinox, right? That was yesterday, which is the equal balance of light and dark. And the reason I wanted to do this video is because many of you, like me, might be kind of struggling and integrating and wondering about these really intense energies right now. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of what I have been told is going on. I went for a run this morning. I go for a 6-mile run 3 days a week. And this morning's run was kind of challenging because I was definitely not grounded and not feeling in my body. Definitely this feeling of walking between worlds, if you will, and not being fully present. And, whenever we're not fully present in our bodies, it's always a really good idea to do as much as that as you can before you do a physical activity, before you drive a car. So I really had an opportunity to breathe very consciously, to very conscious of my steps and very conscious of the energy around me, because I'll tell you what, the last couple of nights, no sleep, right? Sometimes I lovingly refer to it as crack baby sleep, because it's like the sensation of not really, falling asleep, waking up, being awake, kind of being in between worlds, kind of feeling like you're falling asleep and then being like jerked out of sleep again. So not really going into that REM, that REM sleep, not really feeling like, you got to go into that deep rest, but just being spun out into the astral. That's how my sleep has been for the last couple of nights as we came into the equinox and then into today's date, the 21st. And so maybe you've been experiencing a little bit of that too, just kind of this restlessness while you're sleeping and a restlessness in your body. And I'm going to tell you why that is happening. So equal parts of day and night, equal parts of light and dark. Yesterday in the equinox leading us into Aries season. We're also in the middle of this portal that started on 3/3/2023 and culminates on 3/23/2023. So we have this 3-week time period that we have been really given, that is offering us an opportunity to step onto new timelines, to release old energy cycles and patterns. And with Saturn coming into Pisces, that happened on March 7th. Saturn moved into the sign of Pisces. So I'm a first house Pisces and also a first house Saturn in Pisces, which personally means for me, Saturn in Pisces in my first house means that I have a lesson in this life or have an opportunity to grow into a spiritual teaching authority, not only the spiritual teacher or authority of myself, but to really help other people. And on that day, on the 7th, when Saturn moved into Pisces, I got some pretty strong direct downloads of what I needed to do and move and shift over these next few weeks, getting ready for, the equinox and getting ready for all these things that are happening and going on, all these upgrades. So if you have received extra wisdom and guidance over the last few weeks and been asked to make some big moves in life, being called out by your soul is kind of what it feels like to me, like being called out by an energy or a voice so strong that you can't deny it. You've got to make some choices and you've got to make some moves. So today, 3/21/2023 is a 13 day in Tarot. So 13, of course, is the goddess number, and it is also the number of death and rebirth. The goddess is the transformer, the alchemizer, the transfigurer of, creative destruction, of destroying and then rebirthing, recreating. 13 is also a 4 in Tarot, which is a masculine energy, and the emperor, and 4 is foundations. So we have this kind of almost seemingly to be kind of clashing or colliding energies of this goddess energy, you know, this fiery goddess energy going into Aries, which is the god of war, meeting with this strong authoritarian Saturn emperor type of energy that's asking us to create new structures and new foundations in our lives. This also corresponds to timelines right now. We are healing between Atlantis and Lemuria. And remember, Atlantis and Lemuria, Atlantis is the masculine and Lemuria is the feminine. And there was a timeline, there was an incarnation where there was a great war and a great struggle between the two of them. And the split between those, two communities or those two continents or areas on the macrocosm really translated into a microcosmic split within us in our masculine and feminine. So those timelines, everything is on a cycle, remember, everything is cyclical. So those timelines we're back on that spiral in this moment of that masculine, feminine energy of the equinox, day and light, the masculine and feminine coming into this new moon, right? It's a new moon, new beginnings in Aries. New moon is also very goddess moon, and Aries, the masculine, and our bodies are reintegrating or readdressing that timeline. Our cells and our DNA, our unconscious are readdressing that timeline. So if there's a lot of kind of like internal conflict going on within you, a lot of feelings and emotions that maybe are kind of unexplainable, if you're not feeling grounded and present and feeling, you know, some kind of way, that is the realignment and actually the healing of the timeline of these spirals. So that's the good news. So my advice to you, if you are feeling these kind of energetics today, you know, always be good and kind to yourself, and rest if you can, and drink good water if you can. Let people around you know, I'm having kind of this energetic things or struggles going on. And just let them know you need some time and you need some space. The other thing that's happening is we are receiving, and this is really a big part of the reason why sleep cycles are so disrupted right now, is our light bodies. And your light body is your aura, but also not your aura. It's your auric field, but it's that part of your aura that extends down from your oversoul and comes into the higher chakras in the crown of your head. So it's where you get information from your higher self or from your oversoul. It's where you receive, you know, your downloads. It's where upgrades come from. And right now there is an action to reunionize more deeply our physical body, our auric field, with our light body. And so for those of you who follow my work, you know that I do Atlantean light body activations, light body and DNA activations. The Atlantean and Lemurian path is my path. So because we are so strong on those timelines right now, a big part of what's happening is your light body is getting extreme accelerations and upgrades. And again, this just requires self-care, understanding, letting your left brain have this information to know, you know, what's going on can be very, very helpful. So the right brain can receive the information. Like everything, this too shall pass. You can maybe plan to feel this way into the 23rd. And then the energy should shift and become much softer and lighter and easier. Until then, I hope this message helps you. If you need any kind of energetic assistance, you can find me at ameeraatlantis.com. Go to courses and services on my website, and you can book a personal session with me. This is my wheelhouse, guys. This is what I help people with, this integration, this amplification through your Atlantean light body and DNA, whether we go into a past life regression, a soul progression, or you just sit with me and we do some energy work together, or maybe have a reading. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and share with your community. Pass these messages on. You know, we're all in this together. It's a very exciting time. It's going to be very intense this year, like always. Life is always intense, but you know, there is no rebirthing without the collapsing. There is no recreation without the destruction. We all came here ready and prepared as best we can to receive this, to help become the bringers of the new Earth Atlantis. Um, and I will look forward to seeing you on the other side. Thank you for allowing me to express myself, and aloha. Have a great day.